Hey guys, if you're looking for anime t-shirts, hoodies, and other anime stuff, just check out the link in the description down below and let's just jump right into the episode. Okay, episode 92. I guess it's the end of another season and this is now their tradition to discuss things on what they're going to do moving forward. Oh. Aw. Aw. That's good news. Strange juice. Yeah, it's the demand. Oh. Oh. Yeah. It's really this is really I think the first time that an anime discussed its own revenue or something like that. I guess this is the time that they could do that. But yeah, just like Shinpachi said, this is still around February. Oh, drag the time on. But this is cool that they're somewhat explaining this to the viewers. Yeah, with the dragon one. Yeah, recollections. Yeah. And then they're going to. Oh, but this is cool that they're explaining this. I think that's somewhat referencing to Naruto. Yeah, a lot of recap instead of just saying about what happened. They show the clip from the past episodes, and it will take some few minutes. And I think it is also somewhat a technique that the animators use to extend the episodes or things like that. or maybe at least um, relive for the viewers what happened. Yeah, things. And that's what they did. Okay, I wonder what this episode will be about. Is this Takasugi? Or maybe this is a different person. Courage. But this, but usually the strategists are the ones who's able to overcome very impossible obstacles. A turtle. Oh, but that's just how assassins really work. Is that they cannot be. Oh, so who hired him? He's neither. I think he is both. Be a person who can see a person other than his fake points. Oh, it's it's glowing. It's reflecting back again. I think maybe his positioning is, yeah. If it's direct directed by the sun. He's very cautious with his work. I feel like in the end, because of those cautiousness, he won't be able to fire it. He's scared. This is somewhat a cool shot. I feel like maybe just Gin is thinking about something and he happened to be looking in that direction. But that is true. Behind the playmaking guy is just. Oh! Yeah, I thought so. Yeah. I feel like he also knows something else. Or maybe he's just really. But it's amazing that he could see that from for that distance. Yeah. I feel like this guy will eventually be his own will make his own demise. Because oh, and it's directed at Gin. I feel like Gin would be able to. Maybe it's drowning or something. Oh, it hit Gin. Oh, oh. But I think Gin should have noticed that. Oh, oh. Is that is it Tasegawa? Yeah. Yeah. I feel like he'll surrender by his own after. Oh. Or maybe I think there's a jumper up above him. There's a jumper above him. Yeah. And this girl will fall will fall in his head or something. No. Oh. Yeah. And the girl will fall. Yeah. I thought that would happen. No, he's a brave man. Oh. He's even rewarded by it. Okay, Ginpachi Sensei. Feel like the episode has ended. Yeah. I guess they're going to explain what happened again. So what's the strategy now? At least they're very honest with on what they're doing. I think Shinpachi could do that. Yeah. Yeah, she only eats simple dishes and hopeless character. Yeah. I think they're just trying to take the remaining. Lavi? Who was Lavi? I don't remember who Lavi is. Episode 58. Oh! That's why. It's in a different anime. And that's the five minions. Uh, okay. That's the end of the episode, and yeah. I guess I'm not sure what, maybe this happened in the manga and they're just applying it to the anime. So, but usually when they do this, they are somewhat preparing for a very a big arc, or maybe 2 episode arc, or much for an arc. And I guess it's also a good sign that maybe I'm hoping that we'll get to see another awesome arc, just like the previous ones with the Shinsengumi and with the famous burglar thief from the hard boiled episode. And yeah, I think yeah, I wonder what will be the next. I wonder if the next arc would be also will be now. I wonder when will we go back to Takasugi's arc with his I guess maybe that's in a long time, because I think they will still have to build up and introduce the other character who has the earphones, was like a rock star or something. And yeah, and also with the Kagura's brother. Yeah, yeah. So so I guess they're just also following the sorry the same chapters in manga. So maybe that's why. But I guess they said that this is also somewhat an announcement for that the Gintama series will continue for another year, for their third year. So it's a good news. And I guess the because of the demands of the fans, and they said that Gintama should have been already the anime should have been already over by the second year, but due to the sales, maybe I think also because of the Benizakura arc, which is really, I think, boosted the anime a lot. And it also shows that this anime has a lot of potential, and also a lot of stories that it could still um, tell that to the audience. And I think the author is just uh, um, trying to prepare for the arc, especially if the previous one has a lot of praise. And I think the author will also have to consider um, maybe raising the or being able to fill up to the expectations of the viewers for the continuation of the story with Takasugi, with Gin's master, and also with the Yata clansmen, and also with the I forgot the name of the group of the Amanto that controls the government, the shogunate. So because they finally introduced the head of state, or the like the president, or or the shogun, great shogun of Edo. And I think that's also somewhat preparing us for what comes next. And I think that's the possible next story, or next antagonist of the Yorozuya and also the Shinsengumi. With that, I think I think that would be the problem with Shinsengumi, because if they're really that in control with the politics of the government, and Shinsengumi is a department, or a like a under that shogunate. So I think they would really have a hard time. Sorry, hard time being able to arrest those guys. And I think they're also a large organization. So especially they're also an Amanto. So definitely they're powerful, influential, and I think that would be really um, interesting to see, and how those will play out, and how it will change Edo if because I think those groups are very somewhat related to a lot of the um, illegal activities in Edo. So I think if the Rosui or the Shinsegae would be able to put a stop to that, I think Edo would be in a much better state than it is currently. So yeah, how about you guys? What are your thoughts on this episode, or what are your thoughts on the upcoming upcoming what do you expect? Or I guess you've already seen Gintama if you're watching my reaction to this, but um, yeah, I guess I'll just share your thoughts on the with what with what they explained with the strategies that the animation studios, I think, that they use to be able to cover up that 20 minutes of an episode. So usually they somewhat explain the thing with the action anime, that when they saying that move, they somewhat go back to the recollection of what happened, how they learned that. I think that's also somewhat referencing to Naruto, is from the first the Naruto. Um, there's a lot of recap, and also and usually what they do is they go back to that scene, replay that scene, and it takes some time. And yeah, I think that's that's one of the. I think I've also seen some of that from One Piece, but not usually a lot of times. And I think that's quite understandable if that's a kind of strategy that the animators had to use, especially if they're on a limited budget. That and also yeah, and they also have to extend the episodes, things like that. That they should they think about and they plan about. And I guess sometimes it's really uh it's really hard to watch, and especially if the scene is very, I think, very hyped, or very yeah, very hyped, or very intense scene, and then eventually and then they'll go back to that and somewhat lessen the mood. But at the same time, there are times that I also enjoy watching those recollection, because especially if you're not that um, if you're watching it from a lot of like a lot of time gap difference whenever you watch an episode, so maybe you've forgotten about that part, and then it's also a good thing whenever they do a recollection. But rather than just saying that this is from that, because most of the some of the animes, they just say where it came from, and or how it happened, or how it their recap is somewhat just like a mention from by a character, rather than being played out as a scene again in the episode. So just really cool that they're honest with that, and they did that on this episode, and they also did that on the last part of the episode. And I feel like we'll get to see more of that, um, that turtle sniper assassin. And yeah, it's really it's really, but he is a very cautious assassin, and I think that's very important for their field of work. But guess his only downfall with that is he thinks too much, and I think that's also somewhat affecting him. Rather than being able to just do the job, he overthinks, and it's like a analysis paralysis thing, and eventually he's not able to do it. And he thought different. He thought that he was almost already um, he's going to be arrested or things like that. But in the end, he turned out to be a hero. So yeah, it's a really parody to, I think, other other anime or other stuff, or assassin thing like that. So yeah. So yeah, feel free to share your thoughts on the comments down below, and also please like this video and subscribe to my channel. And if this is your if you and also if you would like to support my channel, at the same time have an early access to my reaction videos, you can check out my Patreon page in the link in the description. So, and also would like to thank my patrons for choosing to support my channel and helping me in doing this on a full-time basis. If you want to help support my channel, you could do that, and it would really help me a lot in doing this on a full-time basis. And another thing is that you could also vote which anime I'll be reacting to after finishing a series. So, um, yeah, thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed my reaction to this episode, and see you in my next video. Have a great day. Goodbye.